T, R, A, Man United bali mujju kubanja zero. If you have doubt, I table you know, no? Okay. The table is here.
Yeah, my name is Richard Kalunji, a member of the Uganda Medical Association. I'm a medical doctor, public health practitioner, and health advocate. I have lots of interests in health entrepreneurship and leadership. So today, the Uganda Medical Association Central Branch leadership brought us to this place, Lakes of Grace Resort in Muduuma. This place is quite interesting, very beautiful as you see it, and it's owned by one of us. It's owned by our teacher, our mentor and elder, Professor Kawoya. Today we have had very interesting sessions from Professor Kawoya himself, telling us the business and the work he's done in the medical field. He's also taught us a lot about resigning and not retiring early. Sometimes people fear to retire, or some people wait until they retire, only that it may be a little too late. He also gave us a lot of lessons about how this particular place was started. He taught us how we should venture into other enterprises that are outside medicine. On top of that, we had a very beautiful talk from Muju, which is Makerere University John Hopkins collaboration. And Dr. Sheila Bamweyana was talking to us about the role of PrEP in the prevailing HIV crisis. To crown it off, we had a very interesting presentation from Dr. Ian Clark, an educationist, a medical doctor, a politician, an agriculturalist, someone who has interest in hospitality, and he allowed himself to be vulnerable before us. He shared his personal story from the times that he worked in Luwero and at Chiwoko Hospital, from the time that he worked at IHK and C-Care, and now that he has ventured into education, Clark Junior School and Clark University, into coffee farming. So he gave us a very broad picture of how we can brand ourselves beyond the medicine that we have in our heads, beyond the skills that we have to offer to our patients. He also strictly talked about teamwork, the role of leadership, and the role of creating personal relationships with donors or people that want to work with, or people that want to support us. So I want to say that today was a very beautiful day. We had doctors joining us, medical officers, senior house officers or doctors in training. We had senior consultants and really senior doctors who all joined us for one cause of ensuring that doctors can improve their lives through innovation, through creativity, through entrepreneurship, and through becoming better practitioners of the art and science of medicine. I want to encourage everyone out there, if you're called upon for any doctor platform, if you're called up for any training or any session that is going to improve your life or the way you conduct your businesses, please join. These are some of the ways that you're going to grow your social capital, you're going to grow your knowledge, and one way that you're going to improve yourself and the things that you're trying to work on. You can only decay, you can only get worse by staying alone, by working in silos, and you can only grow by working with other people. Lastly, I want to say that alone, you can go fast, but together and as a group, as a team, we can only go so far. So I want to thank the Central Branch of the Uganda Medical Association. I want to thank all those that created time to attend this particular session. I want to thank Dr. Ian Clark, Professor Kawoya, who created time and invested their own monies to host us and to make very good presentations that have improved our lives. I know that we are not going to remain the same. I know that we are going to improve as a people. We are going to improve as medical doctors and as entrepreneurs that are trying to create and cause change in ourselves and in our societies. Thank you very much.
Okay. Probably. So also we want to allow us get this T-shirt.
Okay, great.
such that Uganda Medical
t-shirts.
Association, you can go with it home.
Okay, thank you.
You can let your people know about us,
See, it's a large.
and such that we can also come in your house as Uganda Medical Association.
You're
So
welcome.
thank you very much.
Thanks, Joe.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Yes.
It's actually a privilege to be able to be invited to address young people like yourselves, because don't forget you're the creme de la creme of Uganda, and but as such you have a lot of responsibility. And if I can actually say some things that have a positive impact in your life, that's very worthwhile.
Two, we still have nyama choma. No, I don't lie. You know me, when I say something, I mean it. I tried to look for this man, I didn't get the man. Definitely, I didn't also get the job from the big hospital. Yeah, because probably I didn't see the man. I kept putting my paper, but I didn't just jump out of the blue to become. But before I became, every time I called you, you picked your phone call by yourself. You responded, even for some other things we have talked about. And the other thing that you have challenged me, there is no appointment that we have set and you disappointed. Even time you communicate in advance that this is going to be like this outside our normal program. Even in the last GDC, we invited you really on short notes. But because you have a heart for the health sector, heart for your colleague doctors, you came. On all the instances where I've invited you, you have not charged us money. Yes, that's very important. For these particular sessions, colleagues, you would have to pay like 5 million, 10 M for someone to come and give such important, enlightening discussions. So a colleague to give his time, his fuel, a very busy man, for Christ's sake. When I asked him to come to talk to us, he first accepted. Then he called his secretary to check the timetable. And the timetable was full. But he had already accepted. So he had to look for time, shift schedules because he wanted to talk to us. So that is very kind of you. I personally don't take it for granted, and I believe the colleagues do as well, don't take it for granted. So thank you very much. And I should report, we don't have much money. We don't have enough jobs to give us maybe that money, but your discussion has given more insights such that we can open our eyes, open our boundaries. You have said that medicine is a platform to do good, but it is not a platform to get a lot of money. Yeah, you can get money, but it may not never come a lot. Like when you have, for example, this kind of establishment. So we want to also we want to ask you accept a little offer from us. This is a book that was written by the past president of the Uganda Medical Association, Professor Idro, and his vice president. Yes, so volume 1. Volume 2 will soon come out, but we want to give it to you because you fit in the category of the giants of medicine of Uganda.
Thank you.
From starting Chiwoko to doing IHK, CK, you have employed so many doctors, but also you have changed lives of so many people who needed medical doctor-led services at those different locations, including here one was in West Nile, Kitigu, somewhere. So yes, I have had a colleague work there. So you have changed the lives of both the doctors and the community. Leaving medicine to go to invest in farming.
I left medicine and just did.
Thank you for the clarification.
Okay, well, so one of the things that I said was that you don't go into medicine to make money. It's not that you can't make a decent living But if you want to make a lot of money, you just people go into medicine because they want to do good. They want to make a difference. And since doctors are young, these doctors are young,
Yeah.
well qualified, the creme de la creme. And I think they're the people who can really lead Uganda in terms of healthcare, and also the changing scene of healthcare in terms of digital health and the things that we need to be concentrating on. We have the prevention of HIV, but also managed family sizes, family planning. So a lot of responsibility, but a lot of potential. Okay. Yeah.
We're just moving earth, moving soil, because when I say I wanted an island there, I move this soil there, I move this there, then I hit this here, then I make it flat, and then there I have an island. Yes, and then
That's a lot of work.
yes, a lot of earth moving. It's taken me 10 years to do that, over 10 years. But whatever comes, I like it, I look at it and I say, I love this. Then I go and do something else. Where we are standing right here is Lakes of Grace. It's a family business, and we set it up as a place where you could retreat and have a getaway from the business of town, and come and just relax and refresh and reboot and find yourself again together with family or together with friends. And so we wanted to have it as natural as possible, and we made sure that we preserved as much green and as many of the hills and landscape, but also create new and interesting landscape with water, with little bridges, with little waterfalls. We've got a very rich bird variety. I think we rank about number 35 in the country when it comes to the richness of birds in here. And yes, you can come here, spend a week here, and go back when you are like new, refreshed like new. And that's really what we want to do. So you can have little parties here, birthday parties here, you can have wedding parties here, you can do retreats, you can do, yes, team building meetings out here, and you can come for meditation. You can have a sports ground down there. You can come and try recreating and refining yourself as far as sports is concerned. It's a mixture of fruit, flowers, indigenous trees, but also beautiful imported plants. And the food here is real. We get it from our garden there. The matoke is from our garden, so you can have it really fresh. Thank you. These trees were not here, were here, and I tried whatever tree I found here, I preserved. But then I added color to it by bringing some more trees with different. Yes, so I like little forests, little forests there. So just a mixture of colors and leaves and feeling and texture of different leaves. Yeah, and so you've got actually a very rich bird population. There are many birds here. I think, yes, and yeah.
And what's over there? Is that
That's all part of it.
Is that accommodation over there?
Yes, accommodation. We have about 20 units.
Have you? And are people coming there?
Yes, people come. This time we booked a group which didn't show up, and so it let us down. But weekends we're usually busy. The weekdays we just opened up like about middle of this year.
Oh, right.
Yes, because we just incubating the whole thing very slowly. Until advertisement for this place, we must make money out of it, not just a hobby.
I mean, I think it's you're close to Kampala as well. Actually, I mean, like it's far enough when you drive, but like consider my farm is like 5-6 hours.
No, this is 1 hour from. Yes, yeah. So yeah, we like coming here on the weekends and having a quiet time here. And then we get guests, especially on weekends. But we are becoming more popular, and so
the great outdoors.
yes, another great outdoors. But when I started this place, I said I will not go visit any place because I want to do something
Get your
with.
own ideas.
Yeah, because the moment you start visiting, then you get ideas into your head. So I said no.
Congratulations, well done.
So I said I would let's take a quick
They want to take a picture.
Oh, you want to take a picture? Okay. Yeah.
More than that, I think.
Okay.
Young
I'll come
lady,
visit you one of these days.
where our life member is just there.
Yeah, if he's a life member, if he has
Member
water.
can't be rushed, my friend. Life member can't be rushed.
Life member.
No, we should see and we get the Masavu where? Hey.
Okay.
I'm Othniel Musana, a specialist gynecologist and also a member of the UMA. I would like to thank the UMA Central Branch for bringing us at the Lakes of Grace Resort for us to catch up, to reflect and to retreat so that we can understand what has happened over the previous years and to share and network with colleagues. Of importance as doctors is to take care of our wellness and also to socialize. We need to develop our key skills for socializing, but also listen to other perspectives of other doctors to see how they maneuver through the thrills and the challenges of medical practice. So at this retreat or at this party for the UMA Central Branch, we are celebrating the successes as UMA Central Branch, celebrating our leadership, but also celebrating their challenges and achievements that they have made, but also to come and reflect with our colleagues like Professor Kawoya, who gave some insight into their life stories. Key on our hearts as we live today is the issue of wellness for doctors and the lack of compassion that we doctors have, or the lack of compassion that doctors should not show to their own colleagues in the time of strife. So we need to go back and reflect about being carers for the carers, even in the events whereby we have to teach. This is a key issue. We are praying that as we leave this retreat or this meeting or this get together, we shall go back and advocate for the wellness of our colleagues in training, in practice, at all levels of cadres, and make sure that we put a stop to harassment, bullying, and improve the mental health and the well-being of our doctors outside just industrial action and money.
What's your take of the election?
The election was a unique experience from being that the first time I'm taking part in actively as a candidate in the process for the UMA elections. Of course, I learned a lot. There's a lot that that was left unsaid, but of course, as an organization, I think we need to go back and build our reputation, build our internal processes, and I'm hoping that the new NEC can actually take up some of the things that were raised, focus on constitutionalism, because I think, in my opinion, the election had a lot of issues around constitutionalism. One is as leaders, we take on lots of responsibilities. One of them is to make sure that our members are served well, that we follow the rules of the bylaws as set up, and avoid as leaders, especially the topmost leaders, from abusing the same constitution that you're swearing to defend. But generally, I think they were well attended. I think members were engaged. On my part, I think I enjoyed the cycle of the elections. I enjoyed the debates. Better could have been done, but I think on my part is that I think this election was one of a kind, and I hope that members learned a lot about the possibilities that UMA can offer to them as members, opportunities for not only growth, financing, but also about their welfare, their rights, but also looking to the future with possibilities. So I hope that the new leadership can offer vision, so that's something we can rally around. We hope we can stop the infighting, and we hope that for us who are in Taiwan, we are going to hold you accountable for everything you do. We shall do step-by-step monitoring to ensure that you perform.
On Kalunji's down. Yes.
I'm going to spell the word central. Okay. All right. So you cut on the mention of L.
Okay.
C E N T R A.
Man United bali mujuku banya zero. If you have doubt,
I table, you know, no? Okay. That table is here.